up and then.
All right, now we're back with Crab again. This time, this is what is variously described as total heresy and an absolute lunacy of a build. This is Crab taking the Tier 8 Progetto 46, widely considered one of the best firepower support tanks at the tier, and turning it into a spotter using Bounty Low Noise Exhaust, Bond Optics, and Commander's Vision System. This is a tier 8/7 battle, Karelia Assault, 1 arty per side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reading correctly, 7 TDs and no light tanks. The closest thing there's a light tank is an E25 on Crab's team. Go
There are
ahead.
few things I like more than 7 TDs, no arty, and a bushy map. But in my defense, you can see as I cycle through my builds there, I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to go for a spotter or shooter build. But with all this stuff, I decide, I'm going to take the risk. I'm trying to 3 mark this tank here. I'm probably sitting at 92%, and so I just wanted to go ahead and take a little gander as what's in the middle. So you'll see, I'm gonna just get up to speed, tell the light tank or whatever that
That's
is, the T20,
T20.
that I'm gonna support him, like basically saying like either come with me or shoot the stuff I light. Now here I'm going to cut left because this is the time that keeps you in the water the least, and specifically because I want to get to those rocks over there because it's a defensible position, it has some hard cover, it has good bushes, and it prevents them from getting too deep into the swamp too early. So I knock this bush, and as you can see, the first thing I do is find part of that Hellcat platoon, as well as the rest of the Hellcat platoon up there on the hill. This is good. They're lit, they're in trouble, and I start picking up spotting. Just trying to move around here and keep these guys. I figure the other guy is probably in place and not likely going anywhere because that T20 is right there, but he's not willing to have a whatchamacallit, a proxy battle. So my job here is just see if I can wear these guys down as much as possible, because this right here, this ridge, is the most dangerous place to shoot into the middle. It's much
Right.
closer than the other side, and has much less blockages than the rocks on the hill. So
It's also very exposed, though. If you get lit
yeah,
there,
exactly. It's very
yeah.
exposed.
All right. So one of their Hellcats is actually shooting. Maybe he's sitting on the ledge or something as he shot the IS on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also a really not great platoon comp. Three Super
Triple Super
Hellcats.
Hellcats, no, but that's on them. So basically, I've killed the Charioteer, and the other Super Hellcat is he's at half health. He's a little bit beat up, and I haven't seen anything yet. But I'm just trying to decide what my next move is, and it's going to be just to creep this bush line and go back and forth. So I'm going to go, at sort of a medium speed, and there's the power of CVS. See
Yeah,
that right there?
that was pure CVS.
Yep.
That's a little risky, do you
Pause it.
think?
Pause it. Look at where I am to the hill. Look at the rock.
Ah, I see. But
I'm double bushed and rocked to the hill.
If that Super Hellcat's camoed up on, he can spot you from behind, no?
No, look.
Nah,
I
I guess
mean,
double bush,
maybe,
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 yeah.
but look at this spot. This is one of the reasons I like this. It's got rocks, got hard cover, it's got soft cover, and so the proxy risk is gone. And I'm like, yeah, maybe he is peeking out to help his platoon mate, but no, he's been beaten. He's a sad kitty. So now we're gonna go through the bush line, and this
Uh,
is dangerous. I do get lit in a little
Ah,
gap right there, and there's the other one. So I tuck right in on this rock. Now I know this T20 has lived here this entire time, and I also know that now I'm lights out, and so I can go back up here.
oh, it looks like there's blinds coming
Yeah, but
from
like
that Super
they don't know
Hellcat.
where I am.
That Super Hellcat probably had binocs up, which is otherwise you would
Yeah,
not have
yeah,
been
most
spotted.
likely. For what it's worth, the Spotghetto 46 doesn't have great camo. I want to say it's like 34% with this build. So it's not like super great. I mean, that was once considered good camo, but there's been a bit of camo creep over the last year or so.
Mostly driven by you.
I do creep the bushes. You can see it in this game. But as you can see, we're spotting the hill now. We got the JP2 a little bit beat up. We got the other Hellcat down to half health. Those guys are like 1 or 2 shots now, which is pretty good. And my T20 friend is still alive here, so I'm going to respect him. Try to give
Those
him some space.
those Super Hellcats are single-handedly or triple-handedly keeping the requirements low for that tank.
Yes, they are.
I see you're trying to get your angles down.
Yeah, pause again. Zoom out.
Rock, bushes, bushes.
Yep.
It's the only thing that can spot you is maybe the JP2 if he's got
I've proven, however,
binocs.
though, that I will spot that JP2 even if he's not moving, right? So
Because
I know
it's a
he's not
JP2,
there.
he's not great camo.
Exactly. I know he's not there because I can't see him. That's one of the powers of the CVS build, the way it makes stuff. Yes, here we have some more CVS magic.
Oh, those fascist tanks. What is a super... Never mind. It's like, that's a great place for a stirrer, I will say. Like, if you have 15 degrees of gun depression, you want to be sitting and no mobility, you want to be sitting in the middle of the
In a
map.
swamp. Yep, in a swamp. So now that he's taken care of, I'm like, ricocheted.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether turning around because they've pushed through, whether that would have been the better
There's not much you
play.
can do there, though, is the thing. Like, no support fire can shoot into where those guys are on the
Your
the
T20
B
is
line.
shooting them unlit.
Who's keeping him unlit?
That's a good point. But that T29, he's got his side to you there. But
Yeah.
it's fine. You
I picked the Proto, which is a more dangerous tank.
hmm
And I still haven't fully explored this bush line,
Wait,
you know?
there's a tank more dangerous than a T29?
I guess it depends.
Well, he was kind of hull down over there.
Yeah.
That's why, because you had to see at his side to you, but he was hull down in general. But I mean, they are driving into a crossfire, so they're not super dangerous at this point.
hmm Now, at this point, I know that I've killed that Emil. There's probably not something else there. I likely would have seen it. So I think I'm getting up the guts here to make the cross. Yep. Signaling for help. Getting into this next set. That's a dangerous move, but that's what you do. So here you go. Now some real CVS abuse.
And that's the power of the no gun mods, missing
I,
2 out of 3.
it's easy to go 1 for 3 when no one can see you.
Yeah, but it's still like opportunity cost, right? Because the long reload, not
It
as
is.
bad as a Prog 65, for example.
He's decided he's had enough of my shit,
You should
which is
die
fine.
here.
He actually, I think I ended up killing him. This is a Radley-Walters game. Just make sure there's enough bush. He's like, safe at last. That was my favorite kill of the game.
Oh, hello, friend. Yes, when I'm being shot at, I like to move forward.
Got lit there, but like at this point, I know that whole side is clear.
Would you think that's the correct move when you get shot at? Instead of like taking hard cover in that rock right next to you, you run forward? Hello, JP2.
Yeah, this was scary. But he's shooting into the middle for some reason.
Yeah, that's a little scary because that Super Hellcat can smash you in the back as you try to climb. Or you can just drop down and
Yeah, or I
finesse
could
him
just
out.
ignore the JP2 because he made it very clear he's not coming out, you know?
Well, with the 4 tanks behind you, he would have been wrecked if he dumped on you. Hello? 1, 2. Good enough. And he didn't even spot you.
Nope, turret was behind. Letting myself reload. Check the arty angle, see if I'm going to get lit when I fire. It takes a moment to aim, but honestly, this gun's really good.
It is a very
0.30
good.
accuracy, even with no mods. Like, you know.
Now it's just a race for damage.
Absolutely.
It's a race against the clock.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like exciting or clever that happens here.
Kill. 1.
I decide to use my DPM by getting loaded.
Honestly, at this point, I would have just sat and taken that shot because it's between me and the clock. But that got you the kill though.
Yeah, you
Didn't
gotta get that
matter.
Radley-Walters.
Already just fired.
Yep, I did see that in game, and so it was perfect timing, just enough to get 2 up or 3 up.
Also, ramming speed exists for a reason. And I think you didn't have time for your 9th, otherwise you would have gotten
No.
that too.
Yeah, I can't even remember if I get there. But what's the stat line here? 7K?
4100 done, 3140 spotted, 7.2 combined, 8 kills.
Yeah.
I think this was 1740 base or 1730 base. Yeah, the JP2 is way on the other side of the map. He moved out like with 45 seconds to go.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say? I like to shoot people who can't see me back. It's just,
That's
it's easier.
unfair.
It is unfair.
You know, real tankers just, you know, they just shoot
Scout,
things,
scout with face.
scout with face. You know, ask the Russians. That's what they're good at. They're good at this game, I hear. Of course, it's easy to shoot people back when they're running their World War tanks on a Nokia circa 2004. That was a good game there. That was, I
Yeah.
think your that you said you jumped you like almost 2% or 1.5% on the
Yeah, I want
MRR.
to say it was at 92.5, and this actually jumped me 2.5%. I had had good momentum leading into it, which obviously matters for marking.
So let's see. Let's go ahead and so that was 4100 damage, 3140 assist, 8 kills, and like I said, 1700 and change base. I'll put the final stat line in the description. And we'll move on to the next game, which was literally the next game after this, and you got your 3 mark.
Yeah, I think I walked away and did something else, and then came back and was like, let's do another one. So let's see that one.